Hello students, today we will just continue with our previous problem. In the previous problem I explained you about RCC sloping roof, how to calculate for the RCC sloping roof. We calculated for the quantity or volume of concrete in the RCC sloping roof. Today we will I will explain you about how to do the estimation of brickwork in case of sloping roof, how to do the calculation for plastering when you have the sloping roof. There is certain change in the calculation of the quantity of brickwork and the plastering which I would like you to learn today. Okay, students, let us continue with the problem. As I said, you have already learnt about sloping roof. So, we discussed about sloping roof before. We discussed about sloping roof before. In the calculation of sloping roof, the main thing you are supposed to know is the inclined length. The main thing you are supposed to know is the inclined length. Why do we need the inclined length? Is we want to calculate the area of the roofing. We want to calculate for the area of the roofing. To calculate the area of the roofing, we need this dimension. We will always know this dimension, but we do not know this. When we do not know this dimension, what we do is we apply the Pythagoras theorem. We apply the Pythagoras theorem to find out what is this length. After calculation of inclined length, it becomes very easier for us to calculate the area of this. Okay. So, in the next step, what I want you to learn is the brickwork and the plastering. So, brickwork, when you say, what is the change in the brickwork? So, you have the wall like this. So, this wall has height of 2 meter up till here, and there is an additional wall here which is this. There is additional wall which is this. This wall is called as gable wall. It is called as gable wall. There is a gable wall on two sides, in the front and also at the back. So, when we are calculating the brickwork, we have to add up the gable walls in the front and the rear or at the back. So, that will be the additional quantity of brickwork. Hope you have understood. So, I am explaining you the connected items of work in which there is a change when you have the sloping roof. As I said, you have the simple sloping roof, two-sided gable roof you have here. So, when we are calculating the brickwork in superstructure, usually what we have in the other problems is we have the flat roofs. So, we have the brickwork up till 3 meter or 3.15 meter. So, we take the height as 3.15 meter. There is no additional brickwork which we will be adding up. But in case of sloping roof, what happens is there is the additional brickwork here. There is the additional brickwork here in the front as well as at the back, which you are supposed to add up. So, in the same way, when you have the plastering, so in case of brickwork, what you are doing is you are taking the area of this gable, area of this triangle, and then you are multiplying by the thickness, that is 0.23 meter, to get the volume of brickwork which is in this gable portion. So, when we come to the plastering, what happens? When we come to the plastering, we have the plastering in case the plastering is calculated in terms of square meter. So, there is no thickness which will be considered in the plastering, only we are taking the area of this triangle as the additional quantity for the calculation of the plastering. So, this gable, as I said, it is in the front as well as in the back. So, you are multiplying it by 2 times to get the quantity of brickwork as well as quantity of plastering. So, we will continue with the previous problem. So in the previous problem, what happened? We will just have the okay. So this is item of work. You have number, length, breadth, depth, quantity, and you have remarks. So previously we calculated about RCC roof. Now we are going to calculate about the brickwork in superstructure. We are calculating about brickwork in superstructure. Okay. So for calculation of brickwork in superstructure, you know that you need the center line length. You have the room dimension 3 by 5. So the room dimension is 3 by 5. So center line length will be 2 into 3.23 plus 2 into 5.23. So that is about your brickwork is. So center line length is 16.92 meter. Center line length you have 16.92 meters. So 16.92, breadth of the wall is 0.23. We are taking depth as 2 meter. As I said, as I told, your wall so you have the building like this. We are taking the height of the wall as 2 meter up till here. Okay. So we are taking the height of the wall up till here. Later on we will be adding the gable portion. Later on I will add up the gable portion. Now the quantity of brickwork up till 2 meter is 7.7 cubic meter. This is 7.7 cubic meter. Now what I will do is I will take up the gable walls, adding gable walls. Adding gable walls. Okay. So what are gable walls? You know it. So I will just draw the elevation of the gable wall. I will just draw the elevation of the gable wall. So we know that room dimension is, it is 3 meter here, the room dimension, adding up 0.23 here, 0.23 here. So it will be 3.46. It is 3.46 meter. Including the slab thickness, this height is 1 meter. So I will just deduct the slab thickness here. It will be 0.85 meter. This one is 0.85. So as I said, to add the brickwork in the gable wall, what we are doing is we are taking the area of this triangle. We are supposed to take the area of the triangle, which has to be multiplied by thickness of the wall to get the quantity of brickwork in the gable portion. So area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. So that is equal to half into 3.46 into 0.85. So gable wall area is equal to 1.47 square meter. So gable wall area is 1.47 square meter. So we have two gable walls. We have two gable walls. Area we have found out, that is half into base into height, that is 1.47, and we are multiplying by the thickness of the wall, that is 0.23. So that equals 0.67. this equals 0.67 cubic meter. This is cubic meter. This is square meter. Then we are multiplying by the thickness to get the cubic meter. This is in meter. Square meter into meter, that will come to the cubic meter. So, this is how you calculate for the gable wall. Hope you have understood. What we are doing here is, we are just taking the area of the gable, we are taking the area of the triangle, and then we are multiplying it by the thickness of the wall to get the volume of brickwork in the gable portion. So, you have to add up this to get the total quantity of brickwork. Total quantity of brickwork will be equal to 8.37. It is equal to 8.37 cubic meter. So, what is the next step? After you calculate for the brickwork, you have to do the deductions, is it not? So, deductions is, you are deducting the openings, you are deducting the doors, and you are deducting the windows. So, I will just rub it off. So, you have the quantity of brickwork after adding the gable walls, it is 8.37. It is 8.37 cubic meter. After adding the gable walls, your quantity of brickwork is 8.37 cubic meter. Now, we have to make the deductions. So, I will just write the deductions. So, you have one door, you have two windows, that you have to deduct. So, D is equal to 1 is there. So, dimension of D is 1 by 2.1, 1 by 2.1. So, your thickness of the wall is 0.23, that is equal to 0.483, its dimension is 0.483 cubic meter. You have W, which are 2 in number, 1.2 by 1.2, it is 0.23 in thickness. So, 0.3312, 0.3312. So, total deductions will be 0.8142. Total deductions will be 0.8142. So, after deductions, your total brickwork is 7.55 cubic meter. So, hope you have understood. After adding the gable walls, your quantity of brickwork is 8.37. We have to deduct the doors and windows. Your door quantity is 0.483, window is 0.3312. So, total deductions is 0.8142. You are deducting 0.8142 from 8.37, that is equal to 7.55 cubic meter. So, brickwork in superstructure in case of this small single room building is 7.55 cubic meter. Hope you have understood. So, the change in the brickwork is, you have to take up the gable walls. The gable walls are it is in the front and it is also at the back, depending upon the sloping roof. Okay. Next, we will continue with the plastering. What is the change in the plastering? So, we will continue with the quantity of plastering. So, I will take up the external plastering first. So, next item of work I am taking external plastering. So, what you are supposed to do in external plastering? External plastering is you have an exterior wall, you want to plaster it. So, you are supposed to know what is the length of the external wall to calculate the external plastering. So, we have a building here which measures 3 by 5. So, as I said, this is 3.46 and this is 5.46. So, when I add up 2 into 3.46 plus 2 into 5.46, that will be equal to 17.84. So, we have a exterior wall length, this wall, this wall, this wall and this wall together, we have 17.84 meters. So, length is 17.84. So, plastering, you know that it is in terms of square meter, it is area. So, we are not taking the breadth here, I am again taking 2 meters here. So, because we are just not considered the gable yet. So, 17.84 into 2 is 35.68. It is 35.68 square meter. It is in terms of square meter, it is in terms of area. Next, you have to go for deductions here again. So, deductions same, you have D. Since it is the exterior wall, what we are doing is we are taking the half of the deductions in the, for the plastering quantity. We just deduct half of the openings. So, D is 1 in number, so half into 1. So, dimension is 1. We are not taking the breadth, you know that, 1 by 2.1. So, same way W, half into 2, 1.2 by 1.2. Okay. So, this you have 1.05 meter and this you have 1.44. So, total it is 2.49 square meter is the deductions. So, deductions in the external plastering is 2.49. One thing you have to note down here, plastering quantity is calculated in terms of area. It is calculated in terms of square meter. So, to calculate it, we need the exterior wall length and the height of the wall. The total overall length of the wall into the height of the wall. Then what we are doing is we are deducting the openings. We are deducting the openings which are there in the external wall. Half of the openings we are deducting. So, we have deducted half of the openings here, which is coming to the 2.49 square meter. So, after deductions, you have the plastering quantity as 36.13 square meter. It is 36, sorry. So, what we have left here? We have left the gable portions. I directly came to the deductions here. So, you might notice we have, I will just tell you what we have left. I have not added up the gable portion. So, just remember this, deductions is 2.49, deduction is 2.49. So, you should remember that after you calculate the external plastering, you are supposed to add the gable wall, which I did not do. Adding gable walls, it is adding gable walls. Again same thing which we did last time. So, this dimension is, as I have told, it is 3.46 and this is 0.85. So, as we calculated last time, half into base into height, that came around half into 3.46 into 0.85. This is equal to 1.47 square meter. So, we want it in the square meter itself. So, gable walls 2 into 1.47, that will be it will be how much it will be? It is 2.94. It is 2.94 square meter. So, after you add it up, the total plastering, external plastering is, it is 38.62 square meter. 38.62 square meter. Now, you make the deductions what we did last time. Deductions we have calculated. Total deductions is 2.49. So, after the deductions you are getting 36.13. You are getting 36.13 square meter. Hope you have understood now. External plastering, as I said, you are supposed to find the exterior wall length. You are supposed to find the exterior wall length. Then you have to multiply by the height of the wall. So, exterior wall length we have calculated, that is 2 into 3.46 plus 2 into 5.46, that is coming around 17.84 meter, multiplied by 2 meter is 35.68. Then what you are supposed to do is, we have left the gable portions. This portion we had not added up, this and one more at the back. So, we have to add up the plastering of that, that is the area of the triangle is 1.47 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 2.94. So, total gable walls in the front and back together is 2.94. So, you are adding up, after the adding up you are getting it as 38.62. Total plastering including the gable walls is 38.62. Then you have to deduct the openings. We did it before. So, I have directly taken the value, that is 2.49. So, you have to deduct 2.49 from 38.62, that is equal to 36.13 square meter. This is the external plastering. What about internal plastering? So, now we will take up internal plastering. So, last we are calculating for internal plastering. So, what is the difference between your external plastering and internal plastering? So, as I said, in the external plastering we are calculating the exterior length of the walls, whereas in the internal plastering what you are doing is, you are going for the interior wall length. The interior wall length you have to add up, that is called as perimeter of the room. That is, you have it 2 into 3 plus 5, that is 16 meters. The perimeter of the room is 16 meters. that is nothing but 3 plus 3 6 plus 5 11 plus 5 16. Okay, 16 meters is the perimeter of the room. So depth of the wall is, again I am taking it as 2, so this will be 32 square meter. Okay, then again I have to add the gable walls. Adding gable walls. What is the difference in the gable walls here? Interior gable wall, what happens is, it is only how much? It is only 3 meter here. Okay, so 3 into 0.85. So here area of the triangle is half into 3 into 0.85. Okay, that is how much? That is equal to 1.275. It is 1.275. So again you have the two gable walls. The area of the gable wall is 1.275. That is equal to 2.55. You have quantity as 2.55. So adding up the gable walls, you are getting the total quantity as 34.55 square meter. You are getting 34.55 square meter. What is the difference in the gable wall in the inside plastering is, you are getting the interior the base as the length as 3 meter here, because you have 3 meter here. This is 3 meter. So you are getting it as 3. The height is same, half into base into height. It is coming around 1.275 square meter. So 2 gable walls you have into 1.275, that is equal to 2.55. So the total quantity of before the deductions it is 34.55. So after deductions, again in the interior plastering we are taking half of the this one. So half of the openings we are taking, that is equal to 2.49. So after deductions, your quantity of plastering will be 32.06. It is 32.06 square meter. Got it? The same way, the deduction is same. Deduction is not different because you don't have any other interior walls. Only you have one door and you have two windows. So we had calculated for the deductions, one door and two windows, that came around 2.49 square meter. So total interior plastering is 34.55. So after the deductions it is 32.06. So in this problem I had asked you for the calculation of 4 quantities. One is RCC sloping roof, second one is brickwork, third one is external plastering, and fourth is internal plastering. So one more thing what you can do is, you can calculate external plastering, internal plastering and add it, then take the total deductions. Since we are taking half of the deduction in external plastering, half of the deduction in internal plastering, instead of that you can after calculating the total of internal and external plastering, you can deduct once for all and get the total quantity of plastering. Okay. So this is the end of the problem. So hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, you can clarify in the class. So this is actually I am explaining brickwork and external plastering, internal plastering, because these are some of the changes which is there in the quantity calculation when you have the sloping roof. Okay, we will continue in the next class. Abstract, I think so you can do it by yourself, applying the rate and finding out the total cost of the building. Okay.